Welcome to the quietest ones in the room with your host, Trey. I gotta say it, just the mere fact that you have clicked onto this video and you are listening to the sound of my voice, you by far are the most intelligent people on the face of the planet. So once again, thank you for joining me. The clown of the day is here. And it's been some time since this has occurred, of which I want to still speak on. And it's not the hot topic in the news right now. The hot topic in the news right now is what the stock market has been doing this week. It's been burning down to the ground. Huge losses this week. Sorry to anyone who has their money tied up into the stock market. Maybe you should think about something else. Anyhow, the clown of the day happens to be Cory Booker. Yes, Cory Booker, you know him, the politician who ran for president and failed. The person you see over and over and over in the media, the anti-Trump guy, the New Jersey guy, Cory Booker. He's been in the media for doing and breaking a record for doing a speech that was 25 hours long. And the most impressive thing is that he didn't have to use the bathroom. Yes, he went 25 hours without having to use the bathroom. I'm not impressed with the speech. Maybe you were. I was a little leery of actually talking about this topic because I got a little bit of a hint that some people actually enjoyed Cory Booker's speech, his stance, his uprightness. And let's be honest, I think it was a waste of time. You know it, and I know it. Now, he did break a record, but who cares about that record? Do you know who held the record previously before Cory Booker? Do you know the rankings of the top 5 longest speeches ever, the top 10? Do you know who the GOATs were of speeches given as senators? I bet you don't. You know, I would have rather have seen Cory Booker do 25 hours of footage of while President Joe Biden was in office. I would have rather have seen 25 hours of footage of him asking and begging and pleading and having conversation over and over about how the rich need to be taxed, how the wealthy and their estates need to be taxed appropriately. Why didn't we see that? Why didn't we see 25 hours of footage of Cory Booker in front of Joe Biden pleading the case of the American people of what needs to be done so the average everyday person can have a decent life? No, we didn't see that. Well, now what we get to see is Cory Booker giving a 25-hour speech. And I'll be honest, boring. Boring. Now, if you get excited about something like that, hey, I don't get it. But what I will say is that obviously Cory Booker made a public stance that he thinks is going to be effective in some way. And see, I have a perspective on this. My perspective is that this 25-hour speech by Cory Booker is actually his speech before his resignation in politics. I think he's fed up. I think he's tired. I think he's at his wit's end. And I don't think he wants to be in this fight anymore. Being in a position where the things that he says and the things that he does, they don't line up, they don't match. He's never going to be president. That's literally an impossibility. But he can resign and he can get out of politics and maybe he can get into business and continue to get wealthy off the backs of regular people like you and I. You ever ask yourself, do you have 25 hours to sit in front of anybody and just talk? No, you've got bills to pay. You can't do 25 hours of just talking. You got to make money. You got food to buy, kids to take care of. So therefore, you got diapers to buy. You got the car note. You got the rent, the mortgage. You've got to work. But I keep seeing this theme of these politicians having so much time on their hands. We just saw a New Jersey mayor, and I won't have to mention her name. You can look at the video or listen to it. A New Jersey mayor who was arrested for a DUI with their child in the back seat. They picked the child up from child care and were just cruising, hitting shit. And it's like, what is going on? Like, you don't have that amount of time to talk about anything. 25 hours. And I thought to myself, I figured he didn't use the bathroom because maybe he had a colostomy bag or something. I don't know. But all I know is he wasted his time. He wasted your time if you listened to that for 25 hours. No way. And so therefore, I have concluded that this is Cory Booker's goodbye message to the American people as he rides off into the sunset with the money he's been able to acquire with his special interest elite. See, he's straight. He's got his money. He's made his money. Now he may just want to be famous. Who knows? But anyhow, those are my thoughts. Not really too much there. But what I will say is that, man, what a week it's been. Observing how the market has been crashing due to not solely politics, but also how the wealthy are beginning to transfer their monies into other avenues. I just did a video where I discussed Larry Fink's message to the wealthy. Check it out. Think about what you need to do to prepare yourself for the inevitable that is to come. The pain. But anyhow, excuse me, still dealing with allergies. And man, what a hot day here in the Raleigh area, North Carolina. In fact, today is recorded, excuse me, my goodness, is recorded as the hottest day since 1934. It was in the 90s today. And we still have pollen everywhere. But anyhow, thank you as always, guys. Appreciate you. Please share your thoughts in the comment section regarding Cory Booker. Where do you see things headed with him? Where do you see our economy headed? This political landscape? Are you upset by the tariffs? Do you support the tariffs taking place? Are you in the stock market? Have you never been? Do you want to be? Etc. And please like, share, subscribe. And as always, until next time.